Welcome to Brink Game presents the Unashamed Gamers E3 special.
Needs.
Oh, fuck off.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Welcome back to the Unashamed Gamers with Ben and Paul for our E3 special.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. So I think basically it's just going to be what we predict or what we hope will be at E3 this year. I mean, so there could be a lot of nonsense that we'll talk about, but it's basically what we predict and what we hope we'll see. So yeah.
We really should have called this our E3 predictions, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Because we'll still do an E3 special. But you know what?
Yeah, but
do what we like.
We don't play by your rules.
We'll just call it the next one the special year.
Even special.
Now with more special.
But yeah, so I mean, I want to kick it off straight away with I actually predict.
I hope you're writing a letter.
I hope. Yeah, I am.
Because I've been a good boy that my dad doesn't touch us again.
What? I don't know who my dad is.
Yeah, the man.
But we had creepy man in the shed. That might be him.
Touched you. That's why you're the
Trevor
way you are,
in the shed.
That's why you like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. You're bringing back memories.
You don't have memories.
I don't. I'm just a clone. He kills me after every episode, and then he just clones us again.
I'm not gonna lie. If you're cloning anyone, you wouldn't be top of the list.
Well, I'm not devastated at all. You didn't just rip me heart out.
You wouldn't be top 200.
Go fuck yourself. But I'm the only one close enough to you to get the DNA.
I've got a captive. What?
Yeah. I've got a captive. But yeah, we're doing it again. We're just not talking about. I was like, we're going to get straight into this and we're going to talk about a game. You're like, well, no, hold on. Let's talk shit for 5 minutes first. Because that's the way.
I don't even like video games.
No, neither do I. I'm not.
I had a Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah. Those Nintendogs are in.
Did you get
Duck Hunt in the Sky? I did.
Yeah,
I love Duck Hunt.
Yeah,
did
Duck
you
Hunt
play
was
Duck
awesome.
Hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Apparently, if you shot where the dog barks, you killed all the ducks in one shot. But I've never tried that, so I'm gonna have to find a Nintendo and buy it. And
I've got to do that.
I've got to do that shit. I love Duck
Or not.
Hunt. Or not. Yeah, just not and say I did. I did. I've just done it.
That's nonsense. But the next episode will be.
Oh yeah, I did that.
I did that at work. So
360 no scope.
Do you know what it is, right? Like, this is totally random, but do you know Jay from the In-Betweeners?
Yes.
He does this.
Right.
Yeah. But obviously, because he was in the In-Betweeners, he's got a bigger fan base. But he just talks about football.
Aye.
Like, FIFA 19 or whatever it is now. He's like,
well, yeah, I like that one. And they kicked a ball, wankers.
And then everyone like subscribes. Football wankers.
You say that, but I'm thinking, I'll probably subscribe to that. Like.
I wouldn't. Not for
I wouldn't
football.
Go to football.
No, but he's like, I'm going to do gaming videos and a podcast, and everyone's like, oh, that's a mint idea. But when we do it, like, no one likes you.
You sound better.
Yeah,
I am really better. Move on swiftly.
No, I'm not better, but I'm just saying it's just a little bit of knowledge there for you. So what happened is the people who listen.
I love that meme on of Jew where it's like FIFA 16 already completed.
Completed, mate.
Completed, mate. It's like you can't.
Premiership manager completed it.
Completed, mate.
He took Woking from the Premier League in 2 seasons to the Cup final or some shit like that. Yeah, but anyway. Whatever. So yeah, back to our E3 predictions and hoops. I predict. I think this actually might happen, and if it does, you've got to come back here and comment and say, "Well done, Paul. You're brilliant."
Me or
yeah, you. Who else got told to?
Yeah, your dad who's listening.
Yeah, my dad who's listening. I don't know who he is. If you're my dad, it's better than Jeremy Kyle. Do you know what I mean?
No, if I was your dad, I wouldn't come forward. Like.
Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense. But I think that Resident Evil 2 remake might get shown off at E3.
Yeah. Because
Capcom are going to be there. And I mean, they've said that they're working on Resident Evil 7. It's going to take it back to its horror roots, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But they mentioned early last year that they were going to remake Resident Evil 2 from the ground up.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's like my favourite zombie game ever for the PlayStation was Resident Evil 2. Yeah. So I'm assuming that they're going to be there. I hope they're going to be there.
You know what they're saying? They're going to take it back to the horror route. I think they'll take it back to Resident Evil 4. I don't think they'll go.
No, they won't.
I think they should.
They should,
but I think they'll just make another single player story focused.
Yeah,
over the shoulder.
Yeah,
they're just basically going to make Resident Evil 5 without co-op.
Yeah,
I think that's what they'll do.
I mean, I love Resident Evil 4. but I want, and I hope they don't do it for Resident Evil 2 where they can make it multiplayer, because I know you spend a lot of time with other players and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, like you spend a bit of time with Ada, or if you're Claire, you spend it with Sherry and blah, blah, blah. But I want the Resident Evil remake to be just that. It's exactly the same, but it looks 10 times better. You've got to stop to shoot, and you've got backed into a corner and you're shooting zombies running out of bullets. That's what I want. I don't want it to be like Resident Evil 5 where you had bullets in abundance and Wesker was standing there, found you, and all that. I mean, it was good, but I want Resident Evil 2 remake to be exactly that. I mean, if they want to add a bit more story to it, that's fine, as long as it stays where it is. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they do bring it up at E3.
Yeah, I think they'll just do from the grounds up. Graphic remake, but I think it'll still play the same. Yeah,
fingers crossed. I hope so.
I think otherwise people won't be interested.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first played it, and like they were called lickers. They had massive tongues. Then they were like when the cutscene was on the ceiling. I mean, obviously now it looks like it was smothered in Dairy Lee. The graphics are that bad. But when I was a kid, it looked amazing. I was like, this game's amazing. Yeah. And I mean, it was brilliant. So, you know, I want that. Yeah. I really want that to be sure of Capcom.
I want that. I want that right now.
But I mean, like you say, I mean, that's just about graphics, isn't it? At the time, that was good.
Yeah, and, it was fantastic.
I mean? Obviously, you look. It's like one of those things as well in your mind's eye when you think of it. It doesn't even look bad.
No, it's 4K Ultra HD.
If I think of like GoldenEye 64, it still looks good in my head.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. You know what I mean?
But when I actually see it, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck
why did I play this?
It's like Rubik's Cube the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just like,
Rubik's Cube the game.
You know what I mean? But at the time, you're like, it was amazing.
Yeah,
you know
it was. I mean? Yeah, I mean,
but like I say, I do think for Resident Evil 7, I think when they mean they're going to bring it back, I think they'll just
take it to Resident Evil 4. Single player.
There,
yeah. I mean, I loved Resident Evil 4, and if they do that and they make the story good like they did with Resident Evil 4, that's great. The one thing I don't want is, you know, the tacked on bits where you've got to be like the other person, where you had to be the princess's daughter, the president's daughter, Ashley. I didn't like that bit where so I don't want none of that, but I would like it to go back to, you know, you've got to point and shoot and you've got to move and stuff like that. Like Resident Evil 6, where they could dive and move and shoot and stuff, it just felt stupid. Yeah. And I mean, I don't want that. It was fucking terrible. I mean, I loved Leon's campaign because it was zombies, but the rest were just like Jake's campaign, you were punching zombies, and they weren't even zombies, they were soldiers. And so, don't do that.
They were bad.
They were bad.
They were very bad.
Very bad.
What did you think of Evil Within?
I really liked. I actually really liked Evil Within. It was really good.
I played it recently. I just don't enjoy it.
Do you know? I think we might say a sequel to that.
I was enjoying it, but like you just seem to get blown up for nothing.
Yeah, you walk through the like tripwires and stuff. You do. You get it is annoying, especially on the harder difficulties because it's an instant kill. Do you know when you die straight away? But I enjoyed it. I liked the gameplay. It was some hard parts in that game, but I finished the game. The game didn't really make much sense to us. But I finished it. I liked it. I think we could see a sequel to that actually as well. I think that was developed by Capcom, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
Or someone from Capcom.
It was someone
Shinji something.
It was kind of like they wanted to make another Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
So they went for like that, where it's like the story-driven one single player.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you'll get from Resident Evil 7. I think they'll go back to that.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll ever go back to Resident Evil 2 style. I just don't think they will.
I hope they
Even though a lot of people still think of it really fondly, and I think, you know, for a lot of people that's quintessentially what Resident Evil is, but I just still don't think they'll ever.
Yeah,
because they're always going to, even though they've got a lot of hardcore fans, they still want to break like the casual.
Yeah,
market.
They're
always going to want to try and cater.
Well, it's the Call of Duty audience, isn't it? For Resident Evil 6, that's kind of the way they went. Yeah. But I mean, to me, the sales speak louder than anything else, because Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1. They've sold more, like each game, not together, have sold more than Resident Evil 6 Remake or Remaster, whatever it is, on Xbox and PlayStation. I read an article the other day.
Because if you've played Resident Evil 6 once, you know that shit and you never want to play it again.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
But I hope we'll get Resident Evil 2 Remake. I mean, obviously, we're probably going to see Resident Evil 7, but my hopes are, even if it's an alpha demo and it's a 5-minute long thing and you just see the graphics and you just see what the town's going to look like and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm so excited just for the thought of it being there. I mean, it probably won't. I'll be disappointed, but Capcom are going to be there, so please do.
So please.
Yeah, so please do that. Do you have any
In terms of predictions, what game am I really looking forward to?
Yeah.
There's one I'd like to see actual gameplay for rather than just a trailer, which is Wildlands. Ghost
Recon. Yeah.
Because I'd actually like to see some actual hands-on gameplay where it's
not
a tech demo or something, or like not a trailer. Like even if I would even accept like what they do at E3 where they have the whole fake squad of people who play the game more seriously than everyone would ever play.
That made me want to buy Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
I got
tricked. I would even take one of those right now just because I want to see it in action.
Yeah.
Because I think it looks good, but I'm worried it's going to be like Homefront.
Yeah.
Well, Homefront looked good, and then when I saw it in action, I'm like, nah.
Nah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I want to see that. The trailers are good.
Also, I'm also interested to see, like, you know, what really separates this from Far Cry 4.
Yeah, because
and 3, because it just, for me, it just feels like, right, you've went a bit more military-esque and you've went third person.
Yeah.
But it's still just Far Cry's open world kind of.
Yeah, I mean this is the first one that's open world, I believe. So because the other ones were you could run around in the level.
I'm just sure Ubisoft are just wanting to open world all of their franchises.
Yeah,
I think that's what it
is.
is.
But like you said, that they're all aboard the hype train. They get you hyped, and you think, this looks fucking awesome. But again, it's they come off. 95% of their games are okay. Do you know what I mean? They're just okay.
They're okay. That's what I feel like this as well, though. It's like, I don't actually know when it releases, but I think it's this year.
Is it? Right.
And if that comes out this year...
the trailer mentioned it was like Q4 2016.
So, I mean, if that comes out back end of this year, I just think, like, that's not a game I would buy over, say, Battlefield 1.
Yeah. I mean, like, the games that release, like, in December are the games that you don't really want and that people buy for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it is a December. I think it is like a December.
The thing with like
November release.
Like obviously in a lot of hardcore gamers are, you're gonna buy the game anyway.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Christmas and someone wants to buy us a game, because people know I like games, like my girlfriend will be like, "Can I buy a game?" I'll say, "Yeah, get us a game. I want to play it, but like I don't need it right now."
Yeah.
Like it's my birthday in a couple of weeks, and it's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "You can get us Uncharted 4." Because I'll play it 100%, but I don't have any burning need for that game.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you know, like say Overwatch, I bought Overwatch the second that came out because I wanted to play it now. Whereas like I didn't want to do that with like Uncharted 4 because I know I'll not play the multiplayer. I'll just play the story. So there's no rush. You know what I mean? Like I'll wait a couple of weeks.
Yeah. I mean, don't get us wrong. I think that we'll probably see a gameplay trailer for it, but I think like a gameplay like demo
yeah.
But I think it will be like the scripted thing.
Yeah, it'll be like 4 people going
like
you go
left and
flank,
and it looks good. And I felt the same for Rainbow Six Siege. Like I was like, I want that game. It looks fucking mind-blowingly amazing. And then I got the demo and the beta, and I'm so glad I did because I got in with a bunch of idiots who were like, yeah, you're a fucking dickhead, mate, and they wouldn't work alongside you, and then you just die straight away.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, if they do that, I'm going to think it's exactly the same. Yeah. I want to see a proper demo. I mean, it never happens, but to me, they should pick someone from the audience and like you play it and show them how good it is. It never will.
You're right, but they would just pick a plant. Absolutely.
Yeah. They probably would. Yeah, but I mean, something else that I think is going to be coming out on E3 is backwards compatibility for Xbox. I think they're going to say, you know, we'll promise you hundreds of games, and then they've saved all the best ones. I mean, it might not happen, but they could turn around and say, this is what we've got, and then Red Dead Redemption comes up on the screen, Skyrim.
Like live from today, you can play this.
From today you can play these, you can play that. And I hope they do that, I really do, because they said last year, and that was the standout for E3 for me for the whole year. I was like, Xbox won E3 for me because of backwards compatibility. And look at what we've got. You get Carcassonne and fucking Sonic. They promised us that we'll get hundreds of video games a month, and it's on the E3 thing. They said it. Phil Spencer said hundreds of games a month. It's like flipping a switch. All they've got to do is approve it. And I think what they've done is they've approved it, but they've said we'll keep it for E3, and we're going to say Red Dead Redemption is here today, so is Black Ops, whatever the games that you wanted, you're going to get at E3. I mean, that's what I predict. I might be totally wrong.
That's what I think I would like to see, but then I'm too cynical, and I just think I've been let down by Microsoft too much in the past.
Unfortunately,
so I kind of think like, nah.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? What we're both excited for is 7 Days to Die, which is the zombie survival sim, which is very much like DayZ, but there isn't that on console. Like, say, obviously people have been playing DayZ for like what now? 6 years, 6 years.
Was it in 2011?
Something like that. So they've been playing it for a long time. So like for PC gamers, they're kind of like, I don't see what the big deal is. But for console gamers, we don't have it. So we want a zombie survival sim. So 7 Days to Die coming out. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking, because that's coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if we heard at E3, because we were told about DayZ being on Xbox.
Yeah,
a few years ago, wasn't it?
It was two years ago now, I think.
Yeah.
But they didn't say, DayZ's coming. It was like, we've got the ID at Xbox, independent developers at Xbox, and then it just flashed up, DayZ's coming soon, and then this game. Now, every game that flashed up we've had, but DayZ. I mean, the survival simulator game, I can't remember what it's called now, Deep Dark something, that's out. That came out. The other games, the Stranded game, that's out. And the only one that hasn't is DayZ. Now, it got postponed a while ago and said it's not coming as soon as we thought, but maybe we'll get it. I don't know.
I'm obviously, it's just as prediction, obviously. Yeah. But I just think I wouldn't be surprised, because there's one coming out already. They would be like, "Ooh, let's
get it out." And I'd buy it. I would.
And I would, yeah.
I'd cancel my pre-order and buy DayZ, because
probably would.
Because DayZ looks better than 7 Days to Die, graphically, and the stuff you can do. I'm assuming.
What 7 Days to Die are doing is they're filling the gap that is.
And they even said that in that video. You know, we've seen that there's a market for it. Like we've said in our zombie special, there is a market for it. We need someone to capitalise on 7 Days to Die.
I love the ones who are going to do it. You know what I mean?
DayZ might pip them to the post by 2 weeks. And say, well, look, DayZ's available today, and I would cancel my pre-order and I would buy DayZ.
It works. I mean, it's like we've talked about before how hyped I was for Battalion 1944.
Yeah.
And then when Battlefield 1 was announced, I lost all interest in Battlefield
Battalion.
I lost all interest in it, because I'm like, oh wait,
it's a shame though that company is not going to do well now, because Battlefield is set in the same era, and you know that.
It depends though, because I still think a lot of COD players are going to hate Battlefield.
Yeah. So because it's not.
So a lot of COD players are going to go, but then once again, they'll Call of Duty are covering themselves with Modern Warfare as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
so
they are. Yeah.
Going back to that combat, but
yeah. Another game I think that might be coming is the Friday the 13th game. Yeah. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen, but it could go to the ID at Xbox. It could become an independent. It could, and it could be like what Ark is now. They're going to keep working on it.
To be fair, that would seem like a natural fit to me, because I can't imagine that as a full release game. I don't know why.
And no, I mean, but for me, it's obviously going to be like a Left 4 Dead-esque game, isn't it? Where there's 7-on-1 or 4-on-1, whatever it is. And it does look interesting, and I will get it. I'm definitely going to get the game because it looks interesting to me. But I think if they could get it on that market, on that marketplace, as a game that's a work in progress, I think it would be better, because they would have it out, they'd have people beta testing it, playing it, reporting bugs and stuff like that, and then they'd have the time to make it better and make it bigger. Like Ark it was supposed to come out in June this year, but they've had so many people come out and say, this is what the game is going to be, but because you've spent so much money, we're going to spend more money making it a better game, making it a bigger game. I think that the Friday the 13th game could capitalise on that. And I think it's going to be really good, because they've got the guys from the films, like Tom Savini's working on it, who did all the special effects makeup on horror films, and Kane Hodder, the guy who played. I
love Tom Savini.
Yeah, I love him too, and the guy who played Jason Voorhees, and I think they're going to have the fan interest, and they should definitely get it out. I mean, it's Monday the 13th as well, so come on, it's like a horror.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I just think it would make sense to get it out sooner rather than later, while interest still peaked on it. Yeah. And like I say, I just can't imagine. Even though I am interested and I want to play it, I think it would make more sense to have it as a cheaper game. Yeah. Not in the sense of I'm a tight bastard or anything like that, because like I say, I'm always fucking paying way too much.
Yeah, for video games. Yeah.
But I just think I can't imagine say October rolling around when Mafia's coming out and Gears is coming out, and me thinking I'm going to drop 50 quid on the Friday the 13th game. Yeah. I can't imagine me in that, and that's coming as someone who loves video games and will play pretty much any video game going. You know what I mean? I just think that would be overkill. And that's, you know what I mean? I just think, say, that they would have more to gain from, say, giving it a more achievable release, I said, between 20, 30 quid. you get more people playing it, and you make more money in the long run.
You do.
And then there'll be DLC for map packs down the line because it's a multiplayer game. So there's going to be obviously they're starting with, I think it's just going to be quite a big map for Camp Crystal Lake or whatever. Yeah. But I imagine there'll be scope for other.
Oh yeah, I mean they've said they've got the costumes from different Jasons, so why couldn't
different Jasons?
They've obviously got the license for it, so they could have the different places. Jason Takes Manhattan on the boat and stuff. That would be cool. I would love that. And I think they should put it on early release, early access on Xbox and run with it, because I think it would do well.
Because I just think at a smaller price point you'd get those people like who aren't 100% sold on it, thinking that's only 30.
Yeah, it's only. I mean, Ark was $27.99, and I mean I've got my money's worth out of that. Yeah. I think I'm like 700 hours now of playing that game.
But if they I mean, Ark just brought out the new map, didn't they?
Yeah, the center map.
If they charged for that map, you would have bought it.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah,
100%. It's excellent. It really is. It's a brilliant map.
So I think that's what they could do with say Friday the 13th is say they could do that and have that support community where the game's not finished, but we're regularly updating it. And every now and again we're bringing out a new costume, and then we'll bring out new maps, but you can pay an extra $5 for the new maps.
Yes, definitely. I would have bought the centre map because it's a fantastic map,
because
and
I
it's
think
3 times the size as well.
Out, say, a new map, or what they do at Ark, by the time it was ready for a new map,
you've
played that map so much, you're happy for something else.
Yeah,
because that's the thing with map packs. I hate map packs in the sense of like Call of Duty, where I know the game only lasts a year, so in that short space of time, it's only a month, and then you're saying he has new maps, and I might not have had any fun in a month.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Say Battlefield, for example. Battlefield's a game where I never bought the map packs on Battlefield 4, just because I didn't need to. I wasn't playing it as much as other Battlefields, but I was loving the maps that were there already. Yeah, and I still can go about and happily I'm not bored of the maps, but now that they're giving them away and stuff, I've been playing some of the new maps, and they're great. Yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying them. But I'm also kind of still thinking I'm glad I didn't buy these. Yeah. Not because I'm playing them for free, but because I'm they're new maps, but
what's so interesting about them?
They're not
great.
That.
Yeah. Another game that I think could do well on the independent developers, whatever it's called, early access, is Undead Labs game, whatever else coming. I mean, sadly they've confirmed they're not going to be there. I mean, not to brag, but they invited us out for dinner. I mean, obviously we couldn't go because it's at E3 and we can't afford that.
It's a different country.
Yeah, it's a different country and we can't afford that just yet. But I tweeted Undead Labs, just basically saying, will you be there for E3? And they said, we'll be there, but not with a demo or a booth, but we would like to take you out for dinner. Jeff is inviting players out for dinner. Would you like to come along? Yeah. And I mean, unfortunately, I had to say no, which is quite depressing because I would love to have gone to E3 and talked to the guys buying one of my favourite games. I do think. The thing was, obviously, we were talking about 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die is filling that survival gap forward. But I do think State of Decay, we've been following it since it was called Class 3 and Class 4, was what they're drawing. Class 3 is State of Decay, basically, and Class 4 was a massive multiplayer online version. The MMO,
And like I said, we love State of Decay, so we're already sold on State of Decay online, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I cannot wait for it.
They haven't announced it yet, but I think it's the logical step for them.
Well, if you read that, because I like to read the stuff they have, that it's like that team bios and stuff. You get them every couple of weeks.
There's little subtle hints.
Yeah, there's subtle hints. We can't talk about what we're making, but this is the guy who's was a survivalist in real life, and you're thinking, well, come on, we know Undead Labs, we know, but I mean, they're obviously making that game, and I can't wait for it. I mean, I think there was an article about diseases or something. Yeah. They were talking about diseases and how that would work, and that sounds and I think that to me, if they could get that working in the game,
I would be satisfied with just co-op. Yeah, but obviously, I would love for it to be
MMO where you could kill other people and take their stuff.
Even if they made it multiplayer, but it was you cannot kill each other, but you just have to you say have 8 people and you're survivors and you build a community or something. Yeah. I would accept even that. But I would love if it was versus.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was a map with just 20 people on or 10 people on, and in that map you could kill them or work alongside them, but again, you could build up a fortress with them and then kill them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I would love that, and I think that's the route they're going to go down. But I would take, like you said, I would take co-op. Yeah. I would take on State of Decay now, I would, if they said we're going to release a patch for co-op, I'd be back on that with you tomorrow.
Yeah,
today, whenever they release
I would
it.
actually pay for that as well. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they just said, we're just going to add co-op to that existing game and it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
It plays exactly the same. The other person's just there.
Yeah, helping.
Yeah. I would play that game start
play
finish.
The shit out of it.
But we wouldn't play start finish, we'd play survival.
Yeah, we would just keep going endlessly playing survival mode.
That's what I want, you know, and that's the game I want.
I mean, we're going to get the usual nonsense of FIFA and
I think we're going to see
COD, Infinite Warfare is going to be there. And
I don't know if Activision are going to be there, because sometimes Activision do their own little weekend, don't they?
I think actually Activision have got a panel on the 12th.
Right.
I think they've got their own. So I mean, we might not see much of it like on the big E3, like the PlayStation,
but they'll give away the full. You'll hear more about the story, and you'll see a multiplayer reveal probably.
Yeah,
but not hyped at all.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You can tell by Ben's really quiet voice.
Yeah, just the tone just changed.
Yeah,
like, I would love to see some Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
I don't know if we will. I think we might get another trailer.
Yeah, maybe.
I think we'll get another trailer. I think that's what we'll get. I don't think we'll get any gameplay.
Yeah.
Or like we might, maybe a trailer with a bit of gameplay in it, but I don't think we'll get anything other than a trailer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, probably.
But I would be happy if they maybe announced, because they've said, I think they said that they're going to release. I don't know if it's going to be a demo or a beta, but they've done it with Battlefield 3, 4, and Bad Company 2, where they basically released one map. And everyone can play that one map, just to, test the servers and that kind of thing. And I would love if we got like a release date for that, because they said they're going to do it again, because it's always worked for them in the past, where it helps the launch go a little bit smoother. Not much, like, because EA's servers are notoriously potatoes.
Terrible. They are. They really are. They're bad. Like,
they've got awful servers.
Yeah, I mean,
there was such a big company. They've got such bad servers.
Yeah, I think primarily, which is quite depressing, we're going to see a lot of the games that we saw last year.
Yeah.
Being like pitched as with the this is like what you can do, and just release date.
In the last episode when we talked about Mafia, I think we'll see more of Mafia.
Yeah, probably.
I'm happy to see more.
Yeah, Mafia. I'm happy to see more of Mafia, because it's something I'm excited for. But like Recall and Dragon Bound or Dragon Scales or
is it Scalebound?
Scalebound, Dragon something like that.
Dragon's Eye.
That was delayed, so I think we're going to see a bit more of that, because they want to keep it relevant and get you hyped for it. But
it's like everyone. The thing with E3 is you watch it, and I think everyone who watches it, there's about, in the whole conference, it's like maybe 2 or 3 games you genuinely are interested in. The rest of it's just like,
because you'll get Gran Turismo, or
you'll get someone come out
Forza.
You'll get someone come out like hyped up and talk about like a new Just Dance or like a new interactive game. You're like, who
cares about that?
Like, why are you wasting your time?
And then you get that woman who does the.
I think we might hear a lot about VR as well, because PlayStation VR's coming this year.
I think we'll hear a lot about that, but I think they'll also confirm or deny the new consoles, because apparently we're going to get like a console that's built for streamers for the Xbox, which to me sounds brilliant, because I love to stream stuff, and it'll get it, like the quality of streaming will be excellent, and if they do that, I would buy it.
There's rumours of an Xbox Slim, and I think
that's the streaming one. I think. Right. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just going to be a slimmer
console. No, it's going to be,
because I mean the Xbox One is fucking massive.
It is massive. It's like a VCR, isn't it? And if you don't know what that is, kids,
Google that shit. But they do, like the Xbox One, the power pack's outside of the box.
Yeah.
So why is it so fucking big?
I know.
You know what I mean?
What's in there?
The PlayStation 4 is smaller.
The souls of
power
dead
pack's
children
inside of it.
It's fucking huge. Yeah.
Like, there's one's an next-gen console and one's a brick, and I still play my Xbox One more, but just because of people who are on it.
Yeah,
but,
of course. Yeah.
Why is it so big?
I honestly don't know. But yeah, apparently the Slim is going to be like for the streamers, and then there's going to be another console that apparently, this is all, allegations.
I'm an idiot though. I'll probably buy the Slim.
Oh, I will. I'd buy it just for the streaming, because I love to stream. But and then the next one is going to be like the Neo or something like that, and it's going to be like 4K graphics, which I don't want, because
they're saying that though. But a PC to run 4K is so expensive. I can't imagine what the benchmark's going to be.
600-700 quid it'll be.
You know what I mean? I can't imagine how they're going to market that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also think, like, is it going to separate where there's going to be Neo games and thing, or is it going to be like, say, like if you're playing Battlefront on PC, that'll work on a low end PC and a high end PC, and you just get like the equivalent graphics for the power. So like, are all games going to be like, oh well, it looks better. If you want to get the better looking version, you play it on the Neo.
Yeah, I don't want that because I bought that, obviously when it first came out, a couple of months after it first came out, and I don't want to have to replace it to get better graphics. I mean, the streaming, they could probably just do that in an update, to be fair. But I do think, because I've seen like a test of like this the slimline Xbox, and it does look pretty. Right. And I probably would get it for the streaming, but again, at the same time, I just think, we've bought these consoles, and usually they get a 10-year cycle.
Well. Yeah.
We feel like we've just bought it. It's a 10-year cycle usually.
Well, it's not usually. It was last time was a 10-year cycle.
Yeah, well,
usually 4 years.
Yeah, well, don't do it. I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they'll confirm or deny those rumours.
Yeah.
If they don't talk about it, then it's denying
I do think
really.
We'll get slim. I don't know even if it's going to be, cater to streamers, but I think we'll get a slimmer console. I just think there's been enough time.
Yeah.
You always get a smaller console, always.
Yeah.
That's been happening since like PlayStation 2 or something onwards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Xbox original, you know what I mean? So I think I will 100% will get a slimmer console. Just will that be announced at E3?
Yeah.
Or will it be next year?
Yeah.
Because the parts always get smaller. That's just what happens.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
I mean, for me, I do want it and I don't. But I think at E3 we'll find out for sure if that's going to happen for PlayStation and Xbox.
If it could be like, if they're going for like constantly online kind of capability, it could be a case of like there isn't a hard drive in the console.
Yeah.
And you're expected to use the cloud. It could be like that. That could be what they're doing, because that would save space, wouldn't it?
It would save space, but the state of Xbox Online at the minute, it's always down.
I never use the cloud.
Yeah, and I've never relied on the cloud because
the cloud to save
what will happen is my save date, I'll go up to the cloud and I'll want to go play on it, and the cloud will be down.
Or what if your broadband's down? Your broadband can go down at any time. Yeah, it's down to your individual supplier. It could be a power cut in your area.
Yeah, exactly.
That knacks your broadband. Your power comes back up, but then your broadband's not going to be fixed for a week.
Yeah,
and then you can't play anything because it's
all on the cloud. I mean, they said that when they released the original Xbox One, it's going to be online only, and like fan outrage was like, you fucking idiots, don't do that. Don't do that. So they listened. So hopefully they're going to listen again.
And the way Xbox Live has been the past year as well, it's been so intimate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It has. Really, really has.
Painfully has.
Painfully, yeah. And it's been a while since we've had a Dead Rising, because we usually get like a Dead Rising 3.0, 2.5.
I haven't heard anything from Capcom, so I wonder if because Dead Rising 3 only did well because of it was where it was released in the cycle. I think, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it came out with the console.
I think hands down it was the worst Dead Rising, even though I enjoyed it. It was hands down the worst Dead Rising.
It was, because it wasn't open world at all. They said it was, but it was like layered.
It was like full open world.
Yeah, it was. It really was. So I think we could possibly see Dead Rising 4.
I would love that. To be fair, I would love that.
Yeah, who knows? how
hyped was when we saw the Dead Rising 3 trailer?
Yeah, I was excited.
They got with there, they pulled the wool over our eyes.
Because at first I was like, I'm not getting.
Shadows right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not getting an Xbox. They're not interested in fans. The one more interested, because obviously piracy was quite big for Xbox 360, and people are pirating the games and modding their consoles, whatever it was. You know what I mean? I'm not up on that kind of thing. Yeah. But so they were like, well, we want to protect this Xbox and we want to make money. So what? Yeah. It's online only and blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that. Not because I wanted to pirate my Xbox, but because I didn't want an online only console. And then when Dead Rising 3 was out, I was like, yeah, I'm getting an Xbox. That's straight away. As soon as the trailer, I was like, yeah, I'm getting an Xbox One.
So when it was kind of like when they were telling me Kinect was always on, I was just like, nah.
Nah, I don't. Nah.
The irony is that I leave my Kinect always on.
Mine's not even plugged in.
When they told us about it, I was like, no way, having that, you perverts.
Yeah.
You want to see my bum all the time when I walk around naked. And now I'm just like
covered in Doritos.
I'm windmilling in front of I say windmilling, it's more like one of those hand fans, like the portable ones.
Yeah, the portable ones. That lasts for about 30 minutes. Yeah.
30 seconds. What?
Bragging. Yeah, so I think we might see a Dead Rising 4, possibly, or a Dead Rising 3, but with Frank West.
I don't think that'll happen, but I would like that to happen.
Yeah.
Just because I'm such a fan of the Dead Rising series.
Yeah.
All its ridiculous dress-wearing glory.
Yeah, and I know a game that's guaranteed to be there 100% is Half-Life 3. No, just kidding. Obviously, it would be good. People love Half-Life, apparently. I've not really played much of them. I've played Portal, But Half-Life.
Valve don't make three.
They don't like Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. That were done. Yeah, I'd love a Left 4 Dead 3. I would. Be great. But Half-Life 3. Apparently, people want that game. I'd not really played them. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised. Is Left 4 Dead backwards compatible? I think it is.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 1 is. Yeah, it's backwards compatible. 2. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have a check, but
because I would play like if they did like a collection where it was like all the maps.
Yeah.
Like all the maps they've ever brought out, I would buy that.
Yeah.
Because Left 4 Dead was 2, well both were just class games.
Yeah, they were good games. I really enjoyed them. I think we might see the Arkham collection or Arkham. Yeah. Asylum
You're hyped for that.
I am, because I love the games. I do love the games, but I think the same as you. Just make them backwards compatible. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, they're not going to do that now because they've got the collector's edition or whatever it's called. And yes, I'll get achievements again, and I am a bit of an achievement whore. But at the same time, like I've looked at gameplay videos, and the gameplay looks better on the last gen than this gen. I think there's even a video that shows you like. Side by side, and he says like there's a shot of one of the bad guys. He's like, well, look at this bad guy here and look at him there. I mean, what have they done? It's supposed to be better, but it looks worse. So I think it could.
When I pre-ordered 7 Days to Die, because obviously I really want zombie survival sim.
Yeah,
it suggested it was the Dead Islands collection.
Yeah,
I'm like, who wants that?
Do you know, it's actually only 20 odd quid for both games. Like, I would probably play it. Like, if it was on sale for like a tenner, I would get it. But again, it's the same as like the Dying Light game.
Yeah.
Like the same people made it, just Dying Light did it better.
Yeah.
And I mean, we might even see Dying Light 2. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt it. Not this quick because they just released the following DLC. Yeah. Which was quite good. I actually enjoyed it. I mean, what we played of it anyway. We haven't finished it yet.
That's one of those games as well. Though we got that, and I was enjoying it, and then I don't know why we stopped.
We just stopped playing something else. We'll start playing something else, like The Division. Do you know what I mean?
It's because I made you start playing Battlefront.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's your fault.
I bought you Battlefront.
You
have to stop playing Battlefront.
I enjoy Battlefront, but we should go back and play the following.
Yeah, we should.
Definitely. So, do you predict anything else?
Disappointment.
Obviously disappointment.
Xbox
Last of Us 2, Half-Life 3.
I don't know what PlayStation's going to bring out. I'd like to see more of what the hell is it called now? It's going to bug us now. It's that one where it's a girl and she's it kind of looks prehistoric, but then it also has futuristic and it looks like
the one where the world's taken over by robot dinosaurs.
Like robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, I can't remember
Age of Dawn or something, or
I can't remember
something. Dawn of I can't remember.
There was
I can't think of the name of it because I've always seen Zero Dawn. Is it Zero Dawn?
Question mark.
And I've only seen the trailer once, but like I would like to see more of that because it looked good.
Yeah,
that looked genuinely.
I know
good.
what you're talking about, and it did look good. But like to me, it looks a bit like that Recall, like where you can take like a soul out of a giant robot and put it in another, and blah blah blah.
Nah,
I mean, there was a game I was hyped for, but I cannot remember the name. It's basically an online fighting game, but it's a medieval one where you're like knights and stuff like that.
Chivalry, not Chivalry.
No, not Chivalry, because that's a pile of shit. I cannot remember.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and it like you can be Vikings and you can be. Like,
you can tell we didn't think of these two games before the episode.
Yeah, of course.
I can't remember the names of them.
Can't remember the name.
But that one looks quite good, because it's a multiplayer. And it's all about the sword combat.
It is. It's about sword combat. I think you can get horses as well and Vikings.
I think that might be one where we've been sucked in by a trailer though.
Yeah.
The demo that you saw was like it was a team of developers came out and played it, and I was thinking, I bet you it's not this smooth online.
Nah, definitely won't be.
But
it looks good. That looks good. So I think we might see that.
Might see some more of it. Yeah.
But my main ones are definitely the Resident Evil remake. I don't know why, but I've just got a feeling we're going to see it. Like hopefully. Like between the 2 days of E3, that we'll see that game somewhere along the lines. I mean, Aisha Taylor does the Ubisoft one, and so you know you're going to see like the Just Dance games because you get them every year and stuff like that. And I mean, she hypes all those games like that game looks the shit and stuff like that. That's proper mint impersonation.
Racist.
Yeah, but that's what she does. See, and the
first time I saw her do that, I was like, oh, it's so cool, they've got Aisha Tyler. And then the more I watch it, I'm like, oh, it's so forced.
Yeah, it is. It's just like, really this game's so good. Like, she saw Rainbow Six Siege. I think it was
like the first time she did it, I genuinely felt like a good fit and it made sense.
Yeah.
But now it feels like she's acting. Now, like, I feel like, oh, I'm watching an episode of Friends or something.
Like, I think she's... I think, like, the Rainbow Six Siege was like, that looked so good, I actually had a little bit of a cry. I was like, well, why aren't your eyes wet then, bitch? Bitch. Yeah,
she was. She was like, that looks amazing.
Yeah, so good.
And then I cried. The whole time, and you're like, hello.
Yeah, just no. But yeah,
some crocodile tears.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's an actor. Cry, bitch, cry. Act like you care.
Make your money.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to see like the shit we'll always see, like the racing games, the wrestling game maybe, and FIFA with new characters.
What it is as well is, like I say, I've been let down so much by it in the past that I think this year I'm literally just going to take it for what it is. So I'm just going to watch it and be like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be like, I hope this gets announced.
Yeah, well, I'm so excited
because I know I'll get let down if I hope for stuff that doesn't get announced. Yeah. So I'm just going to be like, see what gets announced, and then I'll be like, oh, that's cool that they announced that. That was shit that they announced that. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, last year I got 50 quid's worth of Microsoft credit because I was convinced that Ark was coming out on that day.
Yeah.
Because they said they were going to be there. I was like, well, I'm getting Ark that day. I cannot wait. And then they showed the trailer. I was like, coming soon. I was like, no, today. And I was like, yeah, E3 shit. But
that's why you're mad at Aisha Tell, because you were actually crying.
Yeah, I was actually crying.
Why is she not even piece
of shit?
Yeah.
But yeah, I always fall for the hype, and like Phil Spencer talks a big game, and I'm like, yes, Phil Spencer. And then afterwards, I'm like, what a dickhead.
Yeah.
And like the guys from PlayStation as well, like they say this is coming, and I mean they've delivered more than Xbox has a little bit, but I think that I am really excited, but it's going to get to the point where I'm going to be devastated.
That's why my plan is to just take it as it comes, to learn from past mistakes.
Is that why you sound sort of pressed right now?
Yeah, like I fucking hate this episode. And I'm just like, no, today I'm going to be like, no.
Yeah. I think it'll either be really good or it'll be really shit. We've never had ones that have been okay. They've been really, really bad. Like, there was rumours that we're going to get like a Steam cross Xbox thing where you could play all the Steam games on your Xbox, and that just fell flat in its arse. I mean, it was a couple of months ago. We've got a surprise announcement. I was thinking, well, that's what it's going to be.
That would be amazing, though. You know, like you were talking about
it would be a game
Slim.
changer.
Imagine if the Slim was a Steam box.
Yeah, that would be a game changer.
It also played Xbox One, and it played that would be insane.
Yeah, that would change the whole. That would change the game. Yeah. PlayStation 4 would be devastated because PlayStation would be kicking themselves because that would change the whole.
Because I think the rumours of the 4K graphics and stuff like that, I think, I'm not saying it's not achievable on console, but I think right now isn't the right time for it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's as much as a lot of people who are enjoying 4K graphics, I still don't think it's not the norm as yet. It's not like, you know what I mean? There's not an amazing amount of 4K support and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
4K TVs aren't in the majority of homes.
No, they're not. Not at the minute,
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no huge...
I don't want that because I've spent all the money on a console. I don't want to have to do it again so soon. And it feels like we've just got the console and we haven't had those next-gen games yet.
And that's the thing, if you get 4K, you need a 4K TV. So really, you're going to have to buy a 4K console and then probably pay another 400, 500 quid for a 4K TV.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. You don't want to have to do that.
Do you know what I mean?
Just bring out decent games that feel and look next-gen. That's what you've got to do. Starting with the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Like I say, I'm not a huge graphics fan. I mean, like you say, 7 Days to Die literally looks like a piece of shit.
It does.
But I know I'll probably enjoy it more.
Oh, definitely.
Game I played this year.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Just because of the scope of it.
Unless Daisy pips him to the post. For me
personally, and probably you personally as well, like I say, that's what we want in a game. You know what I mean? Some people want a FIFA game, so people are buzzing for FIFA.
I don't know why.
So we're buzzing. Well, it's the same for them. They probably don't know why we're buzzing for a zombie game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a preference. But like I say, it's whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
I think graphics. I think on consoles, graphics are at a point now where they're good enough.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just have the games that I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the game.
Good. It's good. The graphics as they are now.
It's not the graphics I'm interested in. It's what the game does. What I do in the game. What
I think
enjoyment I get from it.
For me, Arkham Knight was the first next gen game. Like it felt next gen for me, and.
That is a beautiful game.
It is. It's even better on the PlayStation 4 apparently, but it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently they're going to bring all that, like the rain hits your cape and stuff like that for the remaster of these.
Yeah.
But like I'm with you on that. I don't want a 4K Xbox or PlayStation because of that reason. graphics. They're fine as
Not
they
that
are.
I don't want one. It's just I just think if you were to bring one out now, because the 4K is so fresh and new, it would just be so expensive. I just think it's going to be really expensive. I'd rather wait 2 years, 3 years for like 4K to be a more realistic price, because that's what a console gamer wants.
Yeah.
Like that's the difference between a console gamer and a PC gamer, because we're hardcore gamers still, but a hardcore PC gamer probably is dropping a new graphics card every year, dropping money on a new graphics card, probably new monitor every year.
Yeah.
Whereas a hardcore gamer, the only thing I want to drop my money on is games. Like I want games.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to buy new hardware every year. That's why I play on console, because I don't want to have to upgrade my hardware.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd rather still get another 2 years out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the same page, yeah. But
I think we could comfortably get another 2 years out of the consoles.
Do you think?
Before you need a big, like, I don't think
I want another 4.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people would, but I just mean like in terms of, you know what I mean? I think in 2-3 years time, if someone said, "Oh, upgrade," you would be like, "Yeah, probably is the time."
Yeah,
Whereas,
definitely.
You know what I mean? Right now, it's like, it'd be great, but it's not necessary. Right
no,
now.
it's not.
Because there's still a lot of people who still haven't even upgraded. There's still loads of people who play Xbox 360 every day.
Yeah.
Who are definitely hardcore gamers.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Just, like you say, console gamers are like you say, people who might have the 50 quid spare, they don't have a grand spare.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like that, I'll probably have 100, 150 quid spare every month. Quite easily.
To buy games.
But I don't have like 500 quid spare every month to drop on a new console.
I know, that's the thing. So yeah, let's not get a new console in the next 5 years, please.
But if a Slim one came out, I probably would buy it.
Yeah.
I would just give my girlfriend the Xbox one.
Because you're nice.
Because I'm nice like that. Because she loves State of Decay, so...
Yeah. Oh, well, exactly. So we need a Class 4
yeah.
or State of Decay Online or whatever it's called. Yeah. But yeah, Resident Evil Remake, DayZ. It's pretty much been a zombie-filled E3 for me. Yeah, Resident Evil, DayZ, Undead Labs, new MMO, whatever it is. Just bring it out.
We will definitely see.
Yeah, well, we shall see.
But thanks for listening to our E3 predictions. I'm going to get it right this time because I got it wrong at the end.
Do it.
So thanks for listening. Just remember that GG doesn't stand for good game. It stands for
Get Good!